This week's Switch eShop deals under $10 are some of the best I have seen in a while, and today I have 12 games for you all covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Now admittedly this week is stronger if you reside in the US and Canada, where 7 of the games are exclusively on offer, but still add them to the wish list as I imagine they are going to hit other regions shortly. I also then have a winner to announce for a $10 eShop gift card, and I do have one more to give away. To enter, drop a comment down below. This video as well is also an opportunity to enter a giveaway for a Nintendo Switch OLED, and same thing again, a comment below, but this one is thanks to Cubic Games, and more on that here shortly in the video. Now if you do enjoy this video then as well, do subscribe, it helps out the channel a huge amount. We're pushing for 60,000 subscribers right now, and we're kicking things off this week with Skul the Hero Slayer. It is here with 50% off and matching the low price, and the game it was well received, and I would agree this is a quality roguelite platformer. Now the story involves saving our king by battling an entire army. Its pixel art though is stunning, and the gameplay fast-paced and challenging. One of the game's unique features though is the ability to acquire new Skuls, which do provide power-ups and skills, and then you can switch them in and out. You can actually use 2 at a time maximum. For me, the boss fights are the highlight, and overall, if you are up for a challenge, I'd highly recommend checking out this one. Dust and Neon is probably the best deal of this week, a massive 90% off. You are a robot cowboy, and this is a twin-stick roguelite shooter set in a post-apocalyptic Wild West. Just a fantastic theme, no question about it. I'm actually thinking about streaming this one later tonight around 7:30 PM PST, so if you would be interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments. I'm also considering streaming a new horror game called Dreadout 2, but we'll kind of see about that one. I'm not sure my heart is up to it. Anyways, look back to Dust and Neon. Along this journey, expect a huge amount of missions, and then you'll be collecting items and upgrading your firepower. The movement here is the highlight. It's fast-paced, and just flying all over the place is incredibly satisfying. A Short Hike is back matching the low with 40% off. This is a gem of a game. It's for those that want a bite-sized adventure that you can complete over a couple of hours. Yes, basically it is short as the name implies, but I've come back to it more than a few times. There's just something incredibly charming about this experience. Here though, you are on a holiday while trying to overcome what I'd describe as some family challenges. Now what this evolves into is climbing the mountain at the center of this island and basically explore, meet the locals, and collect up feathers which do allow you to climb higher. I love this game, and if the pixelated look isn't for you, you can select an option that smooths things out just slightly. So yeah, take a look at my review in the pinned comments. This may just be a great pickup for many of you. The Diabolical Trilogy will be for those looking for a challenge. This is a trilogy of games, and I think this 75% off is well worth it, especially for those in the States. You'll never be able to buy them individually at this low a price. Now it brings together then Senon Valkyrie Plus, Demons Tier Plus, and Riddled Corpses. That is a roguelite platformer, a twin-stick shooter, and then a dungeon RPG roguelike. All incredibly challenging. I will warn you of that again, but these pack some great old school pixel art. I love the soundtracks, and overall, I'm just a big fan. Then this price as well, matching the low, I think it is well worth it. A quick shout out to Cubic Games for sponsoring this video. Right now they are running a promotion, free games for 10 days. It's day 4 as of this video going live. I will be incorporating this to deals on Saturday too, but other days I actually have daily videos at 6 AM PST introducing that new game, so do watch out for those on the channel. Now through the series, I'm also going to be giving away a Nintendo Switch, as I mentioned at the opening. To enter for that, it is simple as always. Drop a comment below, and I've linked them to all previous videos on this event, so you can go ahead and enter. Find them in the pinned comments. Now if you did miss the initial steps, then do not worry. All you need to do is pick up the game from the previous day for $1.99 USD, and yes, this promotion, unfortunately, it is exclusive to North America, but the giveaway for the Switch is not. Now the game you'd need to pick up from yesterday then is Astro Miner, and today's free game, that is Mob Control. This is a tower defense game where you can watch your army grow, and as you overcome battles, you'll be unlocking boosters, leveling up, and of course, messing with the weapons that you do have. Check it all out in the pinned comment below, and this one overall I'd say is a game of managing that army and really just identifying which champions to send to war. New Super Lucky's Tale stands out as one of the best classic 3D platformers available on the Switch. Now previously its higher price point often led to it being overlooked. This new low price, however, 75% off, makes it a steal. Now the game takes you on a journey through a magical book where the objective is to find the missing pages to take down an evil sorcerer. What sets this game apart is just its variety. It's packed with tons of collectibles and secrets, along with this great cast of characters. The game even occasionally shifts to 2D. It's all supported then by incredible controls, and this one is a must-buy for genre fans. Subnautica is a top-tier survival experience on the Switch. I actually reviewed it on the channel, you can find that video linked below. I also featured it in my top 15 survival games as well, so I'll be linking that there too. Now in the game, you control a survivor of a crash landing on this aquatic alien world, and you are accompanied by an AI unit. The goal is to find a way off this planet. Now the 360-degree underwater movement adds this really unique aspect to the gameplay, and players along the way must manage oxygen levels, suit upgrades, and also confront various creatures inhabiting this world. It is a solid port, offering enough flexibility in its options to be accessible to players of any skill level. Then it's 67% off, matching the low price. Cris Tales is back matching the low price with 90% off. I've covered this on the channel, find that review in the pinned comments. And this game, it's drawing inspiration from JRPGs, and it's developed by a Colombian indie studio. And honestly, its standout feature is its visuals, this stunning hand-drawn look, especially during cutscenes. Now, the unique hook of Cris Tales then in its gameplay, that's that it takes place across 3 different time periods: past, present, and future. Basically, the screen is split into 3 segments, allowing players to see the immediate impact and differences of their actions. And as players recruit squad members and explore the world, this time element also integrates into the turn-based combat. So for instance, you could use a water attack on an enemy in the present and then shift them into the future where their armor will have rusted away. It's a really great twist on the combat system. Unfortunately though, if you are going to play it, just be warned, you're going to need patience as the game is packed with constant load screens and they do go on for a while. I know we're going to see comments saying that, so I want to make sure that is very clear. I do point it out every single time I talk to this game. Rising Howler, then, I haven't seen it in a while on sale. It's 50% off, and admittedly we've seen it cheaper historically by about $1 or your regional equivalent. However, I think it is a gem of a game and it was budget to begin with, so it is well worth that cost. Described as a heavy metal roguelike, the concept is simple: platform and battle upwards and expect to cross paths with a few brutal bosses. Also then you can experiment across different modes including leaderboards, and there's different unlockable characters. Smoke and Sacrifice is a top-down survival game that brings a unique twist to the genre by eliminating permadeath and incorporating RPG-style progression. Although it remains challenging, the focus is really on managing these treacherous situations and crafting. A standout feature of this game is its dark storyline. It's set in a world where inhabitants worship the Sun Tree, and players find themselves in a narrative where sacrifices are basically a norm. In fact, the protagonist's child becomes one of these sacrifices, which leads to a revelation and a subsequent journey of investigation. It's 90% off, matching the low, and it is another incredible game. Garden Story kicks off our final 3 games. It can be described as a blend of coziness with an old school Zelda-like vibe. Now in Garden Story, you play as the Guardian of the Grove, tasked with rebuilding the town and uniting the townsfolk. The gameplay involves exploration, combat, resource gathering, and importantly, rebuilding and cultivating the land. Love the visuals with this one, and overall, it's just a fun adventure that's going to keep you busy for right around 8 hours. It is a new low price then, 70% off. Our winner of the week then is Sang Draco, who highlighted Ghostblade, a shmup experience that's particularly good for those that are new to the genre. Congrats Sang, drop me an email for the code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance in next week's video. Also, of course, that comment as well is going to give you a chance to win a Nintendo Switch OLEDs. Monster Train First Class is a standout choice for fans of the deck builder genre. It is one of my personal favourites, up there with Slay the Spire. Now it is back, matching the low price with 75% off, and you can find my review as well as my top deck builders video in the pinned comment below. Now in this one we are tasked with building a deck and taking on battles across a 3-floor system to defend the pyre from the forces of heaven. Basically, the premise here is you are part of Hell's army, fighting to protect and restore your freezing realm. The game features over 280 cards and 6 clans, each featuring these distinct styles and levels. Additionally, then it includes the full base game, all the DLC, and 25 difficulty levels. Now, while the first run might not take you long to complete, you're gonna keep coming back to this one if you're anything like me. World War C is my final game of the video. You can find my review in the pinned comment below. While it may not be the most intellectually challenging game, I'd say it is a whole lot of fun. Port is fantastic too, so expect here bite-sized yet intense third-person scenarios set in various locations around the globe. Now, true to its name, World War C features zombie swarms that impressively form these different towers and climb to reach the player. Really is probably best played in multiplayer, but I had a blast in both single player and online. And honestly, yeah, it's really just a game of running and gunning. So yeah, 75% off is a new low price, and I'd honestly give this one a strong consideration. And that is the video down. What will you be picking up this week? Let me know in the comments. With that, a shout out to the patrons and the channel members who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. Helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.